Hello and good evening. Thank you for being here with me today. My name is Jen, and this is going to be a feel-good flow. Okay, so we are going to begin sitting down in our seat, closing down the eyes, centering ourselves in the inner body, finding some alignment in the spine, relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Shoulders down, drawn down away from the ears. Neck is lengthened, finding the sitting bones grounding, a nice comfortable seat. Breathing, inhaling through the nostrils, expanding in the deep low belly. Exhale, drawing the belly in and up, navel back in towards the spine. Inhale, fill once more. Lengthening, expanding, softening the neck and the shoulders. Exhale, belly draws in, navel up and in, flat back for length. Choosing to engage in your pelvic floor muscles. If you want to, inhale, fill, expand, lengthen. Exhale, belly in, contract. Tall spine. Inhale, fill, finding some rhythm to your breathing. Exhale, belly in. Maybe settling in on an intention for today, for your overall wellness. And then inhale, we're going to reach our arms up and overhead, lift the sternum up, elbows going back with the ears. Big full inhale through the nostrils, exhale, belly in and round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale once more, sternum lifting, shoulders going back. Big full lengthening up, inhale, lifting up with the chest, with the heart. Exhale, hands to prayer, belly in and round the spine. And this is our last one, reaching up for that intention, for that love and that light. Inhale, expanding in the chest. Exhale, drawing it back into your heart. Okay, beautiful. Continuing to move with the breath. Inhaling through the nose and back out through the nose. We're going to find Navasana boat pose with knees bent, modified. Binding behind the thighs, extending the spine. Nice, long, tall, flat back. Then we're going to bring the elbows up. So fingertips reach forward. Palms face each other. And if this is fairly easy for you, we're on the glutes. All right. Somewhat on the base of the spine, somewhat on the sitting bones, more so on the glutes. Draw your inner thighs and legs together. Pretend you're squeezing a block. You can flex the feet or you can point the toes. All right, so if this is fairly easy for you, or if this is hard, you can bind behind the legs. Continuing to lift the spine, keeping the knees bent, or you can straighten the legs and straighten the arms if you want to intensify. All right, so knees bent or legs are going straight, upward V shape. Inhale, exhale, we're going to lower halfway down and hover. Hovering the legs, hovering the upper body, lift the torso up. Inhale, exhale, lower halfway, hover, and lift. Hands come to prayer. We're going to take a twist, right elbow outside of that left knee or thigh. Left elbow outside of the right thigh. So just a little twist. You can tap. You can even just kind of tap the leg. Doesn't matter. You can go for a really big full twist from side to side. Awesome. Relax the legs. Come on down to all the way down onto the spine. Relaxing the neck and shoulders and drawing the knees into the chest. Gently rocking from side to side. Releasing in the low back. Sitting bones are grounding, connecting to the earth. You can gaze from side to side as you gently sway from side to side. Then we're going to straighten the legs up to the sky, flexing the feet and then pointing the toes. You can bind behind the thighs if you want to, or you could plant your hands down on the mat and gently press your way up into the forearms and onto the palms to bring the palms underneath the low back to help to support the low back if you want to. It's also a nice wrist and forearm stretch. So the pelvis is resting down on the top sides of the hands. So once again, if you can point the toes, flex the feet, roll the ankles in one direction, and then maybe the other. Hugging the knees into the chest one more time. We're going to take a happy baby. So we're going to open up the knees and feet wide, making a footprint towards the sky. Hands reach inside of the feet for the outer edges of the foot. Opening up the knees and feet wide. Gently rocking from side to side. Inhaling and exhaling. You can straighten the legs and widen the legs as far as you want to. Maybe you want to bend one knee and straighten the opposite leg. Rocking up and down along the spine a few times, a couple times. Up and down, feet can go through overhead to plow pose. Maybe you want to pause once again in boat pose. Extending the spine, just rock up and down along the spine. Planting the hands out in front of you, pressing your way up to hands and knees, tabletop. Shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees. Hands are flat, shoulder width. Inhale, we drop the belly, we gaze up, lengthening through the center line. Big full inhale, exhale, round it out like a cat. Press the mat away, move the spine around. You can rock forward or back or from side to side. Take some hip circles, warming and waking up the hips and the wrists. Shoulders coming forward, draw a big circle shape. Moving in one direction and then the other. Swaying the hips from side to side in a happy cow. Eventually tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet, gently bending one knee, straightening the opposite leg. Sending the chest back towards the thighs. Tailbone is going back towards the heels as the heels are going back towards the earth. Chest is going back towards the thighs. Put a micro bend in the knees or as much of a bend in the knees as you would like. Inhale and exhale, straighten the legs, send the hips up and back to the sky. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Hips are squared, the back foot is flexed. Inhale. Here, exhale, we're going to shift the shoulders forward and bring the right knee to the right elbow. And then bring the knee up to the tricep or the armpit or all the way up to the shoulder. Inhale, exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, exhale, belly in, flat back for length. Draw the knee into the center line. Gracefully float right foot up in between the hands at the top of the mat, extending the spine for a low runner's lunge. Breathing a couple of breaths. Inhale and exhale. Then drop the back knee and foot down, untucking the toes, sweeping the arms up, grounding our lunge, our crescent warrior. Elbows up with the ears, relax the shoulder blades back and down. Sternum lifting, palms facing, heart lifting, or palms can touch. Elbows going back. Inhale, exhale, hands come to prayer. We're going to take a twist. We're going to plant the left hand down and reach the right arm up to the sky. You could also plant the ball of the back foot if you want to, or the knee could stay down. The right hand could drape by the base of the spine, spinning the sternum up to the sky, opening up the chest, the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. We're going to reverse this. Right hand is going to plant to the outside of the right foot, and the left arm is going to reach up to the sky, awkwardly opening up that left side of the body. Inhale, exhale, we're going to drop that back knee down, knee and foot down. Right knee is going to meet left, tabletop. And we're going to drop the left shoulder down to the mat. So we're going to inhale, reach the left arm up again. Exhale, we're going to thread it through, threading the needle. The left shoulder is going to drop down to the mat. The left side of the face is going to drop all the way down. Fingertips reach forward. Relaxing the back and the neck. Finding some length in the chest, in the shoulder region. Inhale, exhale, right hand walks back, left arm reaches up to the sky one more time, really opening through that left side of the body. Exhale, left hand lowers down. Sway those hips from side to side, move the spine around, meeting up and downward facing dog. Tucking the toes, letting the hips up and back. Big full inhale, big full exhale. Maybe pedaling out the feet here if you want to. Any micro movement. Inhale and exhale. Left leg lifts up to the sky. Hips stay squared, back foot is flexed. Inhale, exhale, left knee, left elbow. Lift it up to the tricep. Left knee, right elbow. Lift it up. Left knee into the center line, belly in. Flat back. Exhale, float left foot up in between the hands at the top of the mat, low runner's lunge. Same thing on this side. Inhale and exhale, sink into your nice low runner's lunge. Left knee over left ankle, finding the length of the back right side. Inhale, exhale, drop the back knee and foot down, untuck the toes, sweep the arms up, grounding our crescent lunge. Our crescent warrior, heavy in the hips, sinking low, reaching high, relaxing the shoulder blades back, shoulders away from the ears, palms facing or touching, sternum lifting up. Inhale here, exhale, we plant the right hand inside of that left foot, left arm reaches up to the sky. Option to plant the ball of the back right foot, finding our twist, twisting our lunge. Continue to find the length of the back right side. The leg is straight, or once again, the knee can stay bent and the toes can stay untucked. Either one is okay. Twisting, gazing up, or the left hand can drape by the base of the spine, opening up the chest and shoulders a little bit more. Inhale here, exhale, left hand plants outside of that left foot, right arm reaches up to the sky, awkwardly opening up on that right side, spinning up, reaching up. Inhale, exhale, right hand lowers down, right knee comes down, hands and knees tabletop. Pressing into that left palm, the right arm reaches up to the sky. Big full inhale, exhale, that right shoulder lowers down to the mat, threading the right hand behind the left. Right side of the face dropping down to the earth, to the mat, melting that right shoulder. Walk the left fingertips forward, getting a nice opening in the armpit and in the chest. Breathing, filling, lengthening, spine extending. Inhaling and exhaling. Left hand walks back, right hand meets left, tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Can gently bend one knee, straightening the opposite leg one more time. Inhale, right leg is going to lift up to the sky. Immediately, gracefully stepping, floating right foot up in between the hands at the top of the mat. Use the core strength, belly in, flat back for length. Grounding the back heel and foot down, sweep the arms up for warrior one. Elbows stay up with the ears, palms facing or touching. Hips are squared. That back foot is flat and grounded. Inhale, sink low, reach high. Exhale, we're going to go to our warrior two. Reaching our arms in a T, staying nice and centered through our center line. Not hinging forward or reaching back. Finding space in between the shoulder blades. Gazing past the right fingertips as our drishti, broadening through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Reach those fingertips apart just a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, exalted warrior. The left hand goes down the back leg. We paint the sky with the right fingertips, reaching them up and overhead. Sternum spinning up. This bottom hand could also drape by the base of the spine. Inhale, exhale, going back to our warrior two. Transitioning to extended side angle, right elbow, right knee. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Finding some side body lateral length. Chin going to the armpit. The right hand can lower down inside or outside of the front right foot. Inhale here, exhale here. Arms come to a T, transitioning to the other side, warrior one. Hips stay squared, elbows up with the ears, palms face or touch. Sternum lifting, sink low, reach high. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Relaxing the shoulders, find that space in between the shoulder blades, your wingspan. Inhale, exhale. Sink low, reach the fingertips apart a little bit wider. It's a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, exalting your warrior. Right hand going down the back, right leg, paint the sky. Stay in your lunge, left knee over left ankle. Reach the left fingertips up and overhead. Sternum spinning up, chin going towards the armpit. Sink low and then reach back this time, or that right hand can drape by the base of the spine. You gaze up or down. Over past the right shoulder. Sternum still spinning up. Inhale, exhale, back to our warrior two. Beautiful. Tadasana mountain pose, standing. I'm sorry, actually, we forgot our extended side angle. Can't forget that on the other side. Left elbow, left knee. Left arm reaches up and overhead, sternum spinning up, extending our side angle. The left hand can lower inside of that left knee or to the outside, or you can rest the elbow on the knee. Sternum spinning up. Or down. Checking in with the neck. Sternum stays spinning up, but you can gaze up or down. Sorry. Inhale, exhale. Let's transition just back to warrior two for a moment. Tadasana mountain pose, standing at the top of the mat. Right foot floats up to meet left. You made it. Shake the legs out a little bit. Inhale here, exhale here. Standing a little bit taller, feeling more rooted, more centered, more grounded in the legs and the feet. We're going to bend our knees and sink our hips low for a chair pose. Tailbone going towards the heels, elbows up with the ears. Spread the toes, lift the toes. So warrior two boosts courage, offers protection, strengthens resolve, and offers grounding. How about that? Just by doing that warrior two pose, we're boosting our courage. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Fold yourself in half. How lovely is that? Inhale, find a flat back for length. Gaze goes forward. Flat back, tabletop back. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step, jump, float, high plank pose. High plank goes to low, moving through a vinyasa or chaturanga. High plank goes to low plank, press it up, cobra or up dog. Inhale, upward facing, spine extending. Maybe legs are lifting or they're resting. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet, gently bending one knee, straightening the opposite leg. Rocking from side to side. We're going to inhale, reach our right arm up. Staying in our down dog. Right hand is going to reach back for the left ankle, shin or foot. Take a bind. Step your feet up just at least hip width or a little bit wider than hip width. And just reach. Right hand plants, left hand reaches for the right foot, ankle or shin, maybe gazing under that right armpit. Left hand meets right. Walk your down dog out just a little bit wider. Inhale, exhale, dropping down to the knees. We're going to take frog pose, sending the hips back in between the feet, in between the heels. Open your knees up as wide as they will go, and ideally the toes then point out. But it's okay if you're on the top sides of the feet. Imagine frog legs, sinking the hips back in between the feet. Extending the spine, relaxing the neck and the shoulders. You could bring your forehead down to the mat or support yourself here with some blocks or a blanket. Keep breathing. Stay here in your frog pose. I'm just checking the time. Inhaling and exhaling. I've been going 20 minutes so far. That's great. Keep breathing. Keep being in your frog pose. Slowly, gently coming out of it, pressing your way to your hands and knees. Sway those hips from side to side in your tabletop. Move the spine around, shifting forwards and back. We're going to go to downward facing dog, tucking the toes, lift the hips up and back. Left leg lifts up to the sky, finding a one-legged down dog. Lift that left leg as high as it will go. Big full inhale, exhale. Bring that left shin through, forward for pigeon on the left. Squaring off the hips. Reach the elbows up with the ears. Maybe we can reach back for a bind, binding the top side of our back right foot with either hand. Whatever hand wants to reach back around. You can even reach for the elbow. Okay, or taking a twist, left hand reaches back to the top side of that back foot. You can play around. Eventually we hinge and fold. So we're going to sweep the arms up, squaring off the hips, elbows up. Inhale, exhale, hinging and forward folding. Dropping down to the forearms or the forehead or some blocks. And just breathe. Keep breathing. So Virabhadrasana translates as fierce warrior and is associated with the Hindu deity Shiva, the god of destruction and rebirth, known as Siva the destroyer and Siva the regenerator. Okay, so if you really want to go deep into these postures, then you can go into everything that it translates to, which is pretty cool. It's kind of amazing that there's so much history, ancient wisdom and history with these body postures, these asanas, these postures that we move our body into. A few more breaths. Find length through the back side, through the head and neck. Transitioning back to down dog. Left leg lifts up to the sky, one-legged down dog. Switching sides. Left foot comes down, maybe pedal at the feet. Right leg lifts up to the sky. Lift that right leg as high as you can, as high as it will go. Inhale, exhale, left knee coming through, shin coming forward, dropping it down, straightening the back leg, sweeping the arms up, moving into our pigeon, taking the bind first. So bending the back left knee, either side. Left hand can reach around for the top side, or the right hand can reach back and around for the top side of our right foot. Maybe bringing the foot towards the elbow. So taking the twist. Either way, it is a little bit of a twist. Either side. This is moving into mermaid pose. Opening at the elbow, sternum spinning up. Mini back bend. Heart opening. Hip opening, shoulder opening, chest opening. Great for that hip flexor, outer hip flexor, front side of the hip. Lowering down. Shoulders coming forward, dropping down to the forearms, maybe the forehead. Or finding your block. Just keep breathing. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling back out through the nostrils. Belly in. Peek up, find a flat back for length. Exhale. Hinge and fold. Forward folding as low as you can go. Enjoying this time, this energy of the inner body. It's so nice when we can take the time for ourselves to go inward, to be inward in our inner space, in the space of the inner body, of ourselves, of our true nature. What do we see? What do we feel? How are we? What do we notice? When we begin to strip everything else away, coming to the here and now, the present moment within, in a sacred space, in a sacred moment. Just keep breathing and centering yourself in the inner body. Bringing your awareness from the mind to the inner body, to the neck and the shoulders, and drawing your awareness all the way down the back, down the whole entire spine, and then along the whole entire backside of the legs and feet. Inhale and exhale. Last breath, or two. Gently pressing your way up to one-legged down dog. Release that right leg up to the sky. Big full inhale. Exhale, right leg lowers down, dropping down to the knees, keeping the toes tucked, sitting back on the heels. Okay, and maybe finding a toe stand so you can stay right here, activating the arches in the feet, stretching out your toes, your ankles. Okay, so, or we can pop up onto the balls of the feet, lifting the knees up for a toe stand. All right, so working the ankles, the legs and feet just a little bit more. So we're going to, like I said, or you can just stay right here. And this might be intense for you if your feet and ankles are tight. So this is a strong posture right here, stretching, lengthening out the fascia in the feet. So we definitely don't give our feet enough attention, right? So stretching out the feet, or coming up and strengthening the legs and the ankles and the feet by lifting our sitting bones up and then lower the sitting bones down. Feet, big toes can touch, or feet could be hip width apart. Lift the sitting bones up and then lower them back down. Hips back to the heels. Still on the balls of the feet one more time. Hover, lift those sitting bones up as high as you can. It can be an inch or 2 or 3, it doesn't matter. Lift and then lower, dropping the knees back down. Untuck the toes this time. We're going to stretch out the shins, lifting the knees up towards the chest. Stretching out the front sides of the ankles and the feet. Dropping the knees back down. We're going to cross the feet behind us, straighten the legs out in front of us, coming down onto our back, hugging the knees into the chest. Gently rocking from side to side. We're going to finish in a spinal twist. First, a bridge pose. So we're going to plant our feet out in front of us, hip width apart, bringing the heels towards the sacrum. And then we're going to press our way up into the feet to slowly lift the hips up off the mat. Fingertips can touch the heels. We want the knee over the ankle. Okay, lift those hips up a little bit more. Find your feet, or you can interlace the fingers and send the knuckles forward. Lift those hips up just a little bit more, resting on the shoulders. Getting a really nice stretch through the front sides of the legs. Pretend you're drawing a block between the inner thighs. squeezing that block and lifting those hips up to the sky just a little bit more. Really strengthening those glutes and hip flexors and low back. Finding the length through the thigh. And you could choose to ground one foot fully down and lift one leg up to the sky. Point the toe, flex the foot. Keep the hips lifting, drop the other opposite side. Left foot grounds, right leg lifts. Lift those hips up a little bit more. Exhale, lower. And then slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Keeping the feet wide, gently drop the knees from side to side, windshield wipering out the knees. And then we'll find that spinal twist. You can gaze from side to side. You can do some eye yoga here. You could take cactus arms, opening up the chest a little bit more. And eventually we're going to go back to that bridge pose, like the feet of bridge pose, okay? And then we're going to press our way up into the feet to lift the sitting bones up and then drop them to one side, stacking the hips, stacking the knees, trying to keep the spine in the same line. So keep your cactus arms or your arms in a T and gaze to the opposite side of the knees. The top leg could also wrap around the bottom, kind of stacking the knees, crossing the knees if you wanted to. Or just simply keeping one on top of the other, gazing to one side, wringing out the spine, relaxing the chest and the shoulders, melting the upper body into the earth, into the mat. Switching sides, find that bridge pose if you want to. Lift the hips up, dropping the opposite hip bone down. Stack the hips, the knees fall in the opposite direction. Other side. Gazing to the other side. Maybe closing down the eyes, or gazing at the space in between the eyebrows or at the tip of your nose. What do you see? How do you feel? What are the sensations going on inside of the body, in the heart and mind? Just notice. Take notice. Become the witness to your thoughts and of your emotions, the witness of your emotions, the witness of your thoughts. They do not identify you. They do not identify us, right? Hugging the knees back into the chest. Maybe gently rocking from side to side, or take a happy baby. Rolling from side to side. You can open those legs and feet wider if you want to, that wide-legged happy baby. Sternum lifting, heart offering, inhaling, exhaling. The feet plant all the way down on the mat. Right leg goes to the right corner of the mat, left foot to the left corner. Arms are out by our sides, palms facing up to the sky, taking rest, open to receiving the benefits of our asana. Final resting pose, corpse pose. Relaxing the neck, the shoulders, the upper body, the lower body. Closing down the eyes. Allow the eyes to be heavy. If you allow the face to soften, let the jaw release. You can bring the tongue to the roof of the mouth, helping the body to cool down, winding down. Try to take rest here for at least 3 to 5 minutes. Thank you for being here with me. Namaste. Oh, if you like this video and you want me to make more, please like, share, and subscribe. Please leave me comments. Let me know anything that you might be looking for, that you hope to get out of a yoga class or meditation. Thank you.